Guys, Daniel de Los Reyes, 180 drums. What are you teaching us today, man?
How about warm-ups?
Warm-ups. Okay.
Yeah, warm-ups that I do prior to doing the Zac Brown Band concert.
Yes. Okay, great.
So a lot of times, people do rudiments, and that's how you usually warm up. I like to do rudiments mixed in with a rhythm. I pick a rhythm for the week. So it just gets me number one.
You pick a rhythm for the week for all your warm-ups.
Yeah, for all the
cool.
warm-ups. And then I do my rudiments in between there, but I always go back to basically my ostinato is a rhythm from a particular country. It could be a Cuban rhythm, a Puerto Rican rhythm, Colombian, Peruvian rhythm.
Now, are these rhythms that you suggest even drum set players could apply?
Absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely.
Sounds brilliant.
I mean, you could do them on the drum set. You could do them on the cajon. Usually it's not so intrusive, the cajon, as opposed to going and warming up on a timbale. It's like
right.
So,
yes.
But anyway, it just also gets me in a different headspace, and I do all my warm up using the rhythm from that country as my, like I said, my ostinato. And then what I do is I end up playing a song or get something from my iPod and just play along with it. So just to get me feeling good, So
Amazing.
This week's rhythm would happen.
What's on your playlist this week too, man? Tell us.
Well, this week I happen to pick Festejo, which is Peruvian, a very popular rhythm, and I really enjoy it because even though a lot of the music that we play during our concerts in 4, I love going to, the 3/4 thing is always,
yes.
I always love that. So Festejo is one of those rhythms that, it's, you write it in 4, at least I would, but it's the triplet, so it's almost like a 6/8 or 12/8,
okay.
constantly going on. So, and the basic Festejo is like,
Yeah.
But look how easy you go to 4. So you got your triplet going on here. Triplet thing going over the 4/4. I love to do that. So that's been the rhythm that I chose this week to practice with my technician Sean Prado. So
you're actually practicing it with your technician?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so let's pretend. Let's see if I can keep up, man. Give me something really simple to do so that students can really understand, because even for me that was like, man, that was some crazy stuff you were playing. Let's break it down even further. What's the simplest version of that someone could practice to help them in the warm up?
So your triplet's going
right,
so
left,
left, right. And instead of doing this, right? Play your triplet like this. Up tempo.
Show us those before we get too carried away, because the notes sound so good.
Okay.
Same technique with the left hand that we talked about in the first lesson in the series, where you're using kind of just all the meat in your hand. Okay, so it's the bass note.
So you want this.
Okay. You guys might have to pause it right here and take a minute to figure that out.
Yeah, and there's different ways of doing this. And sometimes it's it's basically like the Möller technique.
Yes.
So as you go down, you go up, and then as you go down, you go up. So right?
Yeah.
So there's this way of doing it, but then there's also just doing it sideways. 2 different ways, 2 different
And you're
feels.
mostly making the contact there with your fingers there?
Right here, right.
Okay.
And so, but remember, this meaty part is always touching somehow. And that's how you create. So I'm hitting the fingers, but at the same time.
Okay, so it's kind of like you're skipping, yeah.
Right. That's side to side, and then you have straight up and down.
Wow.
This one, straight up and down. I'm just going down. So add the So.
Yeah.
And you want to practice that a lot. And it adds to the feel of it, because if you're doing like just that in itself.
Okay, I gotta say a couple things, man, because right away, what's the question I think we all hear drummers say the most? How do I improve my weak hand, right? We actually worked with a company titled an article called "Your Left Hand Sucks" because guys, we're just struggling, right? But I feel like this would probably be a really good way to develop some of that technique that we lose because say if we're a right-handed drummer,
right,
our left hand's not playing. We lose the ability to play that Möller technique. This is a really good way to develop that.
It is.
Yeah, and warm up at the same
Absolutely.
time.
I mean, I believe I go on the concept of trying everything, or at least practicing everything.
Both ways.
Both ways.
Yes. Because I noticed that you're playing some bass notes with your right hand. There's
right.
Yeah.
I mean, and that is I think that makes it fun. It's a challenge, constantly trying to get that left hand to be as strong and as as, because this hand can play rhythm so much easier, and quicker than this hand. But at the same time, it's really cool that I'm always striving then, and it makes it fun because sometimes when you reach up to that level, you go, I got it. Okay, next.
Yes.
So, but anyway, so on this one, on the triplet, I mean, obviously you could. Because I hardly ever do it in this direction. You want that, going from the low tone to the high. You could tell, I mean, I'm right-handed, that's why it sounds better, but I do practice in both ways. But on that particular rhythm that I was warming up this week, that's an integral part of the rhythm. So.
Okay, now that's amazing, man. Are you also counting those in your mind? Is it a 16th, no subdivision you're playing them over? So it's 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4.
Right. I mean, I did. At the beginning I did a little bit of it, and then I kind of threw it away because I don't want to be doing that.
Yeah. So you want to play triplet.
Right.
Okay.
And that's how. So if I want to go, very linear, which I don't want to.
Right.
And that's what happens when. So you practice the sticking, you practice the rhythm. You're warming up. It is a rudiment, and ends up being that. But then play it to a track and play music with it, so you can get that feel of it.
Yeah.
So and that's where. So sometimes a little sloppy makes it. Sometimes you want it real straight. There's no such thing as a mistake. You just fix it.
I love that. No such thing as a mistake. You just fix it. That's brilliant, man. That's so simple, and it's true. Okay, so that exercise, a couple really practical ways to play it is obviously learning that technique, playing the right, left, left. One cool thing, one cool challenge. This is for you guys that are like, man, kind of advanced. I think I've got some stickings down. Would be to practice playing what you did for like a second, which was you went right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left. So you're switching it up, and those are great things even for you guys to practice switching between always doing a right, left, left or a left, right, right, and trying to invert them, flip them, because that's what you're doing, and then you're just finding a way back to beat one, right?
Right.
So that's a really great exercise. Give us a couple really practical pop songs that we could practice something like this over, because
let's see on this one.
no pressure.
Man, I can't think of one right now, but
Any I know, and I asked this because I saw you've played for Shakira. Any good Shakira songs?
right. Nah, I can't think of one right now, but anything that's a shuffle, you know. Let me see something. Yeah, anything that's any song that has that shuffle.
So we're talking like, even in terms of groove.
Always use this as your little ghost note thing. I'm always like, not only adding, but I'm pressing the head up against it so it changes the.
Yeah. Oh man, we're gonna jump into all that stuff too in a minute. For you guys to check out, I would just even start by Google searching, and we'll list a couple songs in the notes as well for this lesson. Google search 6/8 grooves, or 6/8 songs. 6/8 songs, 12/8 songs, anything that's got that feel. I think of like Fool in the Rain by Zeppelin. That's got a bit of that shuffle, the Purdy shuffle as it's kind of commonly known. Anything with that, or even putting on some tracks of just like searching on YouTube maybe. Shuffle, right? Groove shuffle. And then there's lots of options to just play along.
Peruvian music. Most Peruvian music right now, you just go and you'll hear Festejo because it's such a popular rhythm.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right, man. That is awesome to understand some warm-ups. Why don't you play us out on this one, man?
Cool.